Okay, it is time for a review. So I do want to say this video is not sponsored by DJI. They didn't send me these. I bought these. I've used these. DJI is not doing anything with this to tell you to buy it. I'm just giving you an honest review of a full-time videographer, content creator's use case of these for the past year. I have now had the DJI microphones. These are the DJI Mic 2s. These are not the first gens, these are the second gens. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of review. A year in use, I have used these things to no end for personal use, professional use, things like that. I'm actually using it right now, as you can see. I got the ones on Amazon that has two in here. So there's one receiver, two transmitters, the little dead cats, cord, you know, the whole 9 yards. And honestly, the travel case has been one of the best parts. And then the actual case itself does wirelessly charge all of the things inside, so you get even more battery, and this is obviously can be charged. So I want to give you my pros, my cons, what I liked about them, what I didn't. The reason I got two, because there is just a one microphone option. The reason I got two versus one, things like that. I'll show you some examples of how they sound.
Hey everybody, it's Ethan here with Lions for the Lamb. We're gonna be having our 15th anniversary service.
If it's your dream, if it's what you want, your actual dream, then it's gonna be worth it when you get there.
Hi, I'm William. I'm the Connect Pastor here at the River.
Whenever you're recording something, make sure that their person's eyebrows is kind of at that top line. The whole three bottom squares is pretty much just taken up with captions and stuff. And I don't really ever do any post-production work to them. They've got 32-bit float, so I can pretty much be really, really loud, or I can be pretty quiet and it sound all the same. So there's never like a good time where it just like peaks beyond measure, and there's never a time where like the lows just don't sound good. So that is one of the main reasons that they were purchased. Another big thing for me was the fact that it has the possibility of being clipped on something and the possibility of it being just magnetized through your shirt or your hat, whatever, like I'm doing right here. The reason this is big, and I did use this, and I've used this in the reverse of this, the ratio of quality versus quantity, to where the microphone's on the inside and the magnet is on the outside. And instead of seeing the big version of this, all you see is this little square right here. Like I can't even show you the difference because my fingers are too big to literally hold it. Like that's what you would see versus seeing this. That's so much better. And it sounds honestly just as good. And most of the stuff I shoot is for social media, so it doesn't need to be like crazy great audio. I think it needs to be good, but it doesn't have to be crazy great. And I think these are great for that. Another thing I do like about these is that it did come with the dead cat. I don't have to have the dead cat on right now, honestly. I just like the way it looks, so that way you would see it here. I really do not need this at all. It makes no difference in sound when you're inside. It's really just a thing for outside, so that way the wind and stuff, you know what a dead cat does. Another really good selling point is the fact that you can plug this into a camera with a regular microphone jack, or it automatically comes with an adapter for your iPhone or Android. It just has USB-C and lightning cables in there, or not even a cable, it just plugs straight into the receiver. So there's not another cable you got to do, and it works so seamlessly. We have a big marketing team, and not everybody has cameras. Some people just use their phones. So having the capability to just have it plug into the iPhone and use the native iPhone video camera is so helpful when you're just trying to capture really quick content and you still want it to sound good. So this thing sticks out like an absolute sore thumb if you are not in all black, and it does not look good. Yes, I do know that DJI came out with some that are like colored. There's like white, blue, red, whatever. But still, they're gonna stick out so bad because they do not blend in at all. And these are not the smallest microphones on the market anymore, which brings me to my next downside is these are great, but they could be smaller. Yes, it's obviously is very small. It fits in the palm of my hand. I can literally grab it and you never even know it's there. Yes, it's small, but with technology nowadays, there is so many other companies doing stuff to combat these things, because they are so good, that now there's some that are smaller than a quarter and like dime size that just sit the same way. So if you ask my opinion about which one you should get because of the size of it, this is not going to be it. The discreetness, this is not going to be it. There is plenty on the market for wireless microphones that are smaller than this, but I still think this one is absolutely amazing. Now, there is one key feature that I have not said that is very useful in great certain circumstances, if that makes any sense. So where this dead cat does plug into, there's a little hole up top, and that is for the fact that they did this is so smart. If you take the dead cat off, the hole that they put the prong for the dead cat in is actually what you can use to plug a lav mic into. It's so much easier to put this in your pocket and hide this than a huge lav receiver that's literally 3 times the size of this thing. So that was so convenient to have that, and it just to be like hidden away feature. Like, it's not a big hole on the side of it that you like have to cover up half the time and it looks bad when you see it. It's just literally hidden away in almost the mesh of the top, and you don't even know it's really there. If you didn't know, you probably would never have known that's what that hole's for, other than to hold this dead cat. A couple plus sides: the battery life is great on these things. I've used them for hours and hours and hours on end. They're not gonna go dead on you. It sounds kind of dumb, but also the little travel bag that it comes with is a huge plus. Most of the time you would just get the one receiver and the 2 transmitters and the charging case, and then the dead cats, the cables, everything else would all be just thrown in the box when you bought it, and you had to find some way to carry all of it. But the fact that it came inside of this little carrying case, so you don't have to ever look for things and wonder where things are, because everything is just so compact in that travel bag that it's literally perfect. That I just have built spots for it in my Pelican case and my book sack to where it just slides in there easy. And if not, it's really not that big, so you can just put it anywhere. That's been the best part, is traveling with these has been so easy, and I have absolutely beaten these things up. They have went across the country, halfway across the world with me. They've went all over. They've been outside, inside, upside down. They've done everything. They've been everywhere and still look great. There's no scratches on the outside. They're not beat up. They look honestly just like I did when I took them out of the box. The only thing is the magnet's a little scratched up, but I think that's because it like sticks to things sometimes and it scratches the paint off of the magnet. But nothing you can really do about that except just make sure you keep it away from everything metal, which sounds easier than you think it is. You find out things are metal because of these, but overall they still look great after a whole year's worth of use. You honestly couldn't tell you would think I didn't use these at all. But with that little caveat, the problem I've now occurred is somehow the wireless charging part of one of the microphones doesn't work. If I need to charge it, there is USB-C ports on the side of it, so I just literally plug it in and charge it like I would my phone or anything else. So it's not like the end of the world that happened. It's just an inconvenience, but that's the only issue of wear and tear that has happened. So do I think the DJI Mic 2 is worth it in 2025? Absolutely. I think these things are the best bang for your buck you can get. There are some other ones, like I said, some smaller ones, some more convenience if that's what you're looking for. But as far as internal recording, 32-bit float, you might not know what that means, but it's great. And the battery life, you can do the microphone plug-in and all the things that I listed in the video. There's so many things you can do with these. You just aren't going to find anything that's really in that same value rate. And if you have like the version 1 of these, or maybe like a cheaper version that looks kind of like these, I definitely would recommend upgrading. So that is it for the video. If you made it to the very end, leave the comment, I like dead cats on my microphones. That way everybody in the comment section will be very confused if they click on this and didn't make it to the very end. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment, like I said, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. My name is Ada. Like and subscribe. You gonna say like and subscribe?
As I say.
Perfect.